Private company, certificate of incorporation is enough to start their business activities, but for public company, both the documents are required to form the company. Prospectus is a document which are issued only by the public company and not by the private company. That has to be issued and the same has to be registered with the ROC. Promoter is a person who initially planned for the formation of a company and bring its existence. Warm welcome to my dear students. Today we are going to discuss BCom second semester Company Law Unit 2 Formation of a Company. In our Unit 1, we have discussed about introduction to a company and even the different types of companies and the members required for the companies. Every part we have learned in our Unit 1 part. In Unit 2, we are going to learn here regarding formation of a company and who are the major persons required at the time of forming a company and what are their duties and what they are going to be called. Like, for example, the first person required to form any company is a promoter. So we should know about who is the promoter and what is his duties and functions. And at the time of formation of a company, so which are the documents are required for us and even which are the important things has to be taken care by the people forming any company, either it may be a private company or a public company. Which documents required and what they have to do and how they have to form and how they have to proceed to form the company. Every concept are going to be learned in our formation of a company. In this unit, we have here the promoter is a main person forming any company, and we're going to learn the meaning, functions and duties, where the meaning may be for you for section A questions, who is a promoter, and the functions and duties of the promoter, they may ask for 10 marks section B question, and it is for A and this is for B. And the next concept in this unit, we are going to learn about the prospectus, the meaning and contents. The contents as well as the meaning, they may ask for you people for section B for 10 marks. Memorandum of association and even the articles of association we're going to learn here, and we're going to know what is this document and for what purpose these documents are prepared and how it has to be prepared and what are the things are required for our MOA. And this is both MOA and the differentiation between AOA will be for your section C, for which is for 15 marks and which helps you people in all the levels. And the alteration of MOA and AOA, if we want to modify or to change our memorandum of association or articles of association, which section we have to follow and what is a resolution we have to pass, whether it is an ordinary resolution or special resolution, we're going to learn in depth every concept over here. And the two documents which are required either for a private company or a public company are certificate of incorporation and certificate of commencement of business. These are the two main documents required to form a company, and without these documents getting from ROC, Register of Companies, not even a private company or public company cannot be formed here. For private company, certificate of incorporation is enough to start their business activities, but for public company, both the documents are required to form the company. In present concept, according to section 3 subclause 1 of Companies Act 2013, a company may be formed for any lawful purpose, for any legal purposes. The first one, in case of public company, the minimum number of members should be 7. They are saying that one clearly, the minimum number of members should be 7 and there is no limit for the maximum. And here for any private company, the minimum is 2 and maximum depends on the nature of business and the size of the business here. One person company, one person is required to form the company here. For public company, 7 persons are required to form, minimum are 7. And in private company, minimum are 2. One person company, 1 person is required for us. What are the steps are required at the time of formation of a company? At the time of forming a company here, the name of the company and the location of the company, registered address set company. They're saying that one. First, we have to have a proper name of the company. That's why we'll say that one. At the time of forming a company, we have to check that one. Reserve unique name of the company with the ROC. So the company name should not be similar name of the company which is already exists in the market. So first they have to select properly the name of the company and where we are going to start our business activities, whether the business activities as well as the registered office both are going to be in the same place. So first select the location of the registered and we have to mention both the, if we have 2 places, one is registered office and the other one the business where we are doing here, then both the address are to be mentioned here and we have to submit to the ROC. The next one, the second point what we have here, the amount and forms of its capital. Means they are saying that what is the total amount of capital is required at the time of forming a company and what is total amount is required for your project and how we are going to divide that capital. The forms of its capital is nothing but in which form you are going to invest the amount into the business, whether in the form of shares or debentures or any loan. The third point we require here, we have to prepare MOA which is related to the outside activities of the company as per under section 4. Articles of association as per under section 4, again we have to check out that one and we have to write according to the requirement of the internal activities of the organization. Next, registration of the company according to the provisions of the Act 2007 as per section 7 of provisions of 2007 Act. So we have to check that one. Every company, either it may be a private company or a public company, any company it may be that one, they have to register their entire concept with the ROC. The capital subscription must be raised and thereafter the allotment of shares must be made. They are saying that first the company has to make confirm that what is the amount of subscription can be made through public and thereafterwards after collecting the minimum amount of subscription you can make allotment of shares to the public here. The next document we require here, prospectus. Prospectus must be issued and registered with the ROC. Prospectus is a document which are issued only by the public company and not by the private company. That has to be issued and the same has to be registered with the ROC, Register of Companies. And then to arrange for loans and other financial assistance from various financial institutions. The next step here will be if the company is planning to raise the funds in the form of loan, so they have to make proper arrangement and they have to get the money either from the banking institution or with any other financial support from any other financial institution. Then it has to obtain the certificate of incorporation, form number 11 of the business from the Register of Companies. They're saying that one after completing all the 7 steps, they have to collect a certificate which is called Certificate of Incorporation, and it is as per the form 11 we are going to receive from the ROC. The private company, as soon as they receive the Certificate of Incorporation, they are going to start their activities like allotting the shares to the public, here. And for public company, they after receiving Certificate of Incorporation and commencement of business certificate, then only they start, and even the minimum amount of subscription amount they received, after that they're going to start allotment of shares. But in private company, it is not like that. They're going to allot the shares as soon as they receive Certificate of Incorporation. This is the better difference what you can write between the private company and public company. In the next concept, we're going to learn here who is the promoter. For the formation of a company, the foremost steps required is promotion of a company. For promotion, a specified person is required. For this task, is known as promoter. They're saying that when at the time of forming any company, and person is required who takes care about all the forming activities for at the time of starting any company here is called as a promoter. Promoter is a person who initially plan for the formation of a company and bring its existence. They're saying that a promoter is a person who plans to start a company, and after thinking all from the various angles, is going to start the business activities. In other words, a promoter is a person who does the entire preliminary work of the formation of a company. Preliminary work means here, before starting any company here, there are lots of formalities are there. That work will be done by a person is called none other than a promoter. So, kinds of promoter. We have professional promoter, financial promoter, occasional promoter, entrepreneurial promoter. So there will be a 2 marks question for people. Clearly, they're going to ask, mention the kinds of promoters. You can write professional, financial, occasional, and entrepreneurial promoters. Functions of a promoter. So what are the functions are there? If I'm a promoter of any organization here, so what will be my first function? As a promotion of the company, the most important function of promoter is to promotion of the company. They undertake various processes for promotion. They're saying that when the first and foremost duty of any promoter is to promote the company. That is the first duty. Then the second duty will be incorporation of a company. Promoters are also undertake the functions of getting the company registered. They're saying that when the promoters, the next duty will be for commencement of business activities. That is nothing but incorporation. In that process, they involve and they start for the company registration process here. They prepare necessary documents. They prepare all necessary documents such as MOA and AOA. As earlier I said that when MOA is related for outside activities of the business and AOA is for internal activities of the business. And after preparing with all requirements, they submit to the registrar of the company. Then after incorporation, the third point what we have here, rising capital. The promoter will support to get the funds from the market, either it may be in the form of shares or debentures or loans here. In case of public limited company, having share capital, promoters raise the required capital. They are saying that when in public company, always it raises the funds in the initial stage through by issuing the shares of the company, and we're going to call that as a share capital of the company. To obtain business commencement certificate. For obtaining the business commencement certificate, they are going to get the funds in the form of shares only. Nursing the company. Promoters are also associated with the company and nurse the company. They work for the growth of the company. Nursing is nothing but putting efforts to get the better performance in the market. The support for the company to grow in all the angles and get the benefited. And the next step will be discovery of an idea. This is the steps in a company promotion. The first step will be a discovery of an idea. The promoter starts out with an idea to start some business, either in a new field which has not been commercially exploited. They're saying that when promoter plans in such a way that when he is going to plan the business which has been not started in the entire world, and he wants to start such type of business, and he wants to get promoted those business activities and become the first entrepreneur who has started the present concept of the business. And in some cases, the existing business concept can be started by the promoter. He thinks that when already we have the products in the market or similar companies are there, let me also start a similar activity of the same company which is already existed in the market. For example, mobile companies. Mobile companies are plenty we have in the market. Even though the companies are available there, I'm going to start a mobile company by supporting in such a way that when adding some features, qualities, and other requirements for the present young generations. Based on that concept, we are going to start the mobile company. Like that, if the companies already existed, based on the same process, we may also start. This is a concept. The promoter will get an idea. He's going to discover the idea first, and then he's going to convey the message to other people, and they're going to start the business activities. Detailed investigation. After deciding which type of business has to be started here, he starts investigating in depth. For that, the promoter needs to make a detailed investigation of his idea with assistance of many experts. He has to collect the information from plenty of people who are experts in the market. Knowing the concept of that one, then he has to decide whether this business has to be started or not. Without collecting the professional experts' information, the promoter should not promote the company, because if we do that one, it may be a wrong step taken by the promoter or the people who are going to start the organization. First, we have to collect whether this concept is going to be benefited for society as well as for the investors of the company. The next is, it will be help him to work to know whether the estimated income is adequate, cover the estimated cost, and compensate the owner for the risk. And they're saying that when whatever the estimation we have made for commencement of company here, that is nothing but at the time of formation of a company, what is the funds are required for me? The funds what I have planned here, like for example, if I plan 100 crores, this 100 crores is enough to meet all my requirements of the company. Either it may be a working capital requirement, or it may be a long-term capital requirement, or it may be any other amount required for the organization, whether it is sufficient for me or not, whether I require more assistance of financial part here, or whether I require what type of assistance is required for me to form the company. Pin to pin information has to be collected from the market. Then he has to decide to start the organization. And the third point here, assembling. As we know, the word assembling is nothing but getting the different components from the market and assembling into one final product. In the same way, we have here getting the information from different people here and getting satisfied with the practicability and profitability of the proposed concern. He starts assembling. Assembling means here getting the support and consent of some other persons, means is going to call some of the people who are willing to start the organization, and then he is going to communicate about the same information to these persons and convey that information, and he is going to get the support from the people who are having the same kind of thinking and mindsets. And the person who are ready to act as the directors or founders of the company, arranging the patents, means the company what they're starting here, for that they're going to obtain the patents, means they're going to register their formula with the patents as per the patents, and then they're going to start. The same type of company should not be started by any organization. They're going to register with the government, a suitable site for the company, which location is better for our company, and whether this location is good for our company or not. Like in the present market, everything is required for us. So if I want to start a company, let me start in one place, that is enough. Or when I'm investing huge amount here, whether I have to cover the entire district or entire state or the entire country, or even I want to enter in the initial stage itself to the world market, or where I have to enter, whether it is only national market or international market, then I have to think, and based on that, I have to arrange all the requirement here. And then he is going to say that when this is the place is suitable for our business activities, and the machineries, whatever we have selected for our requirement, are available either in India or outside India, and these machineries will support us to promote our business activities very faster. And he is going to say that one. Or making contracts for filling the positions. Sometimes some of the companies may think that when instead of producing the product, can we think in such a way that when we purchase the products and we assemble all the products into one final product and let us sell that one. Instead of producing every component of products, they're going to purchase some of the components from the market, and then they're going to assemble all the things and converting that one into final product. Whether let us do through in that way or in any other concept. The next concept, financing the proposition. After assembling the propositions, the promoter prepares a prospectus to present to public and to underwriters to get the support from the marketeer. Means after having the discovery of an idea, detailed investigation and arranging all the concepts here, and then is going to decide about arranging of finance, means the amount, how he has to go to arrange that one. Already I said that one, either it may be in the form of shares or debentures or loans. If they are going to issue the shares, you want some of the people to support in the initial stage. They are nothing but underwriters who are going to sell our shares on behalf of our company. They are going to sell or they're going to purchase our company shares, like that, or getting the fund from the market, either in any way. Thank you to all my dear students. In today's session, we learned about the formation of a company, initial steps, what we have, as well as who is a promoter, what was his functions, what are the steps are there at the time of formation of a company. For you people, from this unit and this session, we have discussed in such a way that which supports for your, not only for your examination, even for your future activities to become an entrepreneur. What is my duty here at the time of forming any company? So what is my first step and how I'll get the support from the market, or how I'm going to get the support from a person who is going to be called as a promoter, and whether I'm going to become the promoter or any other person are going to support my business activities here. Thank you to one and all.